Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Car Talk. Listen, it's Wednesday today, the 4th of September. So, there was something that I wanted to talk about yesterday, I just didn't have a chance, regarding these political problems that we are having, this uprising actually, the lootings and everything. My problem was the fact that we are not getting anything from the president. And then he later came yesterday afternoon and then he came with a statement saying that he doesn't condone these lootings that are going on. It's act of criminality. And then I feel like the president is issuing a weak response to what's happening because they are not even focusing on the main issue. He's talking about I've told these and these to go out on the field and make sure that they contain the problems. It doesn't help. People are fighting out there. People are angry. And what you want to tell us is the fact that these things are not right and then they are painting us in a bad picture globally. Of course they are painting us badly. But what are you doing to curb these problems? It's like the president with a good speech but no action. You were telling us about Tumamina. Now you are trying to send other people. We want you to send yourself there, Tuma yourself to go and stop this nonsense that's going on in the country. Okay, anyway, then we have leaders, opposition leaders. We had Malema, who I was waiting to see whether he's going to reply to these problems. Then he went to Twitter, Mr. Julius, and then came with a statement which received mixed reactions. Julius came, I have the tweet here on my laptop. Julius tweeted and said that he said our anger is directed at wrong people, which means our fellow Africans. He said, like all of us, our African brothers and sisters are selling their cheap labor for survival. Cheap labor for survival. The owner of our wealth is white monopoly capital. There we go. They are refusing to share it with us and the ruling party ANC protects them. One Africa is possible. Hashtag. Okay. This whole statement from Malema is just bizarre. Because the guy is responding to this problem and then is bringing another issue. I feel like when I'm trying to interpret it, it's like, are you saying they should not focus on what they are focusing on now and then go and focus on the white monopoly that you are calling? Because it seems like you are saying you are misdirecting your anger. Can you please direct it this side? Meaning, it's like you are calling for more anger, for more violence, but at another directed group. When you are saying the owner of our wealth is white monopoly capital, they are refusing to share it with us and the ruling party ANC protects them. This is not the time for those kind of statements. What we need is for a leader to sit down and talk about the issues that we are having now, to say that we have problems. Can we sit down and hear from our people what's going on? The fact that they are always saying it's an act of criminality is criminality, it will never help us because, yes, it's the act of criminality. But through every action, there is a motive behind that. People are angry. Can you go out and find out what's going on? It's like, for example, if they're going to say, the reason we are fighting against our fellow Africans is because of fake goods, the looting is not right. They would say it's fake goods. And then some are selling drugs and all these things to our society. They're destroying them. And then that's why we are trying to clean up the country. What then are they going to say? Are they still going to say it's an act of criminality? Of course, there will be looters who are looting and then they just want to make a point, their point. But there are those people who are crying about this thing, the jobs and everything. What can these leaders sit down and then try and resolve these problems, but also address the issues that people are facing? Like I was watching a video yesterday of the Nigerian guys in Kempton Park. They were fighting, ready to fight the fellow South Africans, saying that, come on, we are ready for you. I was like, this is the problem we are facing. When leaders don't intervene, people take up arms and then fight against each other. Okay, that's fine. After Julius tweeting um, this kind of confusing tweet, and then there were replies. I'm just going to go through and read for you the replies. Okay, there was one person who replied, the Twitter account is I_Malema. I'm not sure if they're associated or what, because Julius actually replied to that. The person said, please, my president CIC, stop this nonsense. It will show you flames in 2021, obviously the local elections. Please, my president, stay away from this. We love you. Okay. Within seconds, Julius replied, you think I care? Let me tie with my nonsense. You think I exist for elections? That's the kind of replies you get. It's like sometimes people don't wait to engage with you in a calm manner, just to find where you come from. Also, where you can explain to them your point of view. But if you're just gonna come as you think I care, it's just saying that I don't care what you say, what you say or what you think. It's what I think, what I care about. Let me die with my nonsense. You think I exist for elections? Yeah, we think so, because Twitter always say that you are leading, and then you go by Twitter, then you lose. Then you wonder why you lost. That's the kind of action. Okay, the person comes back and say, but I want you to be the president one day. Please, my president. That's a reply of a coward right there, because already you've been seeing flames. Okay, after they said that, Julius came back and said, through a lie. You want me to be a president through a lie? You want me to abandon my African family because I must become a president? Then I don't want to be your president. Let me die next to my own. I kind of like the statement he's saying. Obviously, patriotism, one Africa for all. But still, let's address the problem at hand. Yeah, they are our brothers, but you can let your brother do as he please. You can let your brother destroy your house and still say, he's my brother, I can't do anything about it. Clean the mess up. And I think, for one, people will come after me for criticizing Julius for a bit. I think Julius has that picture where all of Africa likes Julius. He's robust. He's saying all these things people are afraid to say. And then people love him for that. And they feel like he's the one for us. So if Julius is going to address this problem and still say, guys, we need to have peace. And also, please, can our Nigerian brothers or our other brothers, can we stop selling fake goods? Can we stop distributing drugs? Whoever who's found with that, can they be arrested? Such statement to say that we don't want to see the infighting. And South African, can you guys stop this? Let's come together and talk as one. I think he feels as if those African brothers who come after him to say, you are not the leader we thought you were. So it's a reputation that he needs to keep. That's why he's coming as one-sided. Because obviously that's what I think. Okay, there were some of the replies. The other one said, retweet if you don't regret voting the EFF. This other one came back and said, I'm regretting. And then it's an exchange. I doubt you even voted. He said, I did. I also did. You would regret. Okay, this is another one who said, Futsek, this isn't about world capital, it's about our safety. You want us to die and leave you to enjoy this country with your BS. You have zero love and care for your country. They must be careful. You might not be loving them in the earnest. We need to trace your roots. We need to trace your roots now. Are you really a South African? It's a bit funny because they're a bit angry at what he said. Another one says, I was almost scammed by 2 Nigerians last week. So this is not cheap labor for survival. It's criminality. Such are the comments that you need to look at and then try to scrutinize them and look at the inner truth. Not just to paint everyone with the same brush and say, no, this is wrong, this is not wrong. Look at the facts. And on that one who say he was scammed, there's someone who replied and say, and he always said, let them be dealt with decisively by law enforcement. Crime is crime, whether done by Nigerians or South Africans. Of course it is. whether done by Nigerians or South Africans. But then, are we not going to make sure that we deal with it no matter how? Especially, my main concern is if you look at Kempton Park, Johannesburg, Sunnyside, those are the drug harbors. That's where the Lord are staying there, making sure that the young people are addicted to drugs and then they make money for them. That's where the police need to go. They need to solve that. Maybe if they start solving those problems, I don't think anyone in South Africa has a problem with our fellow nationals. So if we stop fighting with them, I think everything will be in order. So for me is that, guys, let's stop this infighting. Thanks for watching, guys.